Today's video is going to be a few minutes talking about how to set up Stripe on Rent.tools. Stripe is very similar to PayPal. It is a credit card bank processing company, and we have incorporated their technology into the site, and we work with them to handle payments. So if you are looking to rent tools out that you own after your initial sign up, as we discussed during the last video, the next step will be to set up an account with Stripe. So the first thing you're going to do is log in, assuming that you have some login information. I automatically log in as anonymous at Rent.tools, our fictitious character that we were using for these videos. Next, you want to head to Settings. And from Settings, click on Cash Out, and then you will see a button here in blue that says Connect with Stripe. Then you'll be redirected to the Stripe Rent.tools screen where you will activate your account. And we're going to scroll down and look at all the fields you need to fill out or complete, just in case there's any questions. First is your business address. If you do not have a separate business address, this would be your home address. Same with your business phone number. You can put your personal phone number here, or what I would highly recommend is you sign up for a free number on Google Voice, and therefore have a phone for renting tools that is different than your personal cell phone number or home phone number for that matter. If you do not have a registered type of business, such as an LLC, an S Corp, a C Corp, you can just leave this as is, as an individual sole proprietor or single member LLC. If you would have, for some reason, have an EIN number, you can include that now. Or add your social security number in this field. This is typical gathering information. If Stripe is sending you money, they have to report who they're sending money to. Again, the same as a PayPal online. Following is your business website. If you do actually have a site that you use for business purposes, you're more than welcome to add that. If not, it says you can add a social media profile. Another option is if you go to the homepage of Rent.tools and you go up to the right-hand corner and click on Profile, it will take you to the profile page where when you do have tools for rent, they will be shown here. Obviously, Anonymous doesn't have any tools for rent, but you will notice up here there is a link to your profile. You can right-click, hit copy, go back to where we were, and right-click and hit paste, and then add that into the profile. Under business description, you can scroll down to professional services and select. There's one for other business services. In the box, put something to the nature of, I will be renting various tools and equipment on the site Rent.tools. Items such as air compressors, pressure washers, and lawn equipment. Whatever you might have for rent, put in that field. Stripe does like to see at least two to three sentences. How long after paying will your customers typically receive their goods? You can reserve things on Rent.tools in months in advance, but the expectation is this will usually fall within 2 weeks. Then it would be your legal name, first and last. This will be your actual phone number. This is not shared with anyone. Date of birth and last four of your social security number. This is all Stripe data, and it is held on with them, not with us. Finally, you can see the home address. As we move down to the statement descriptor, whenever someone rents something off of you on their bank statement or credit card statement, they will see a descriptor of what that was. Just like we would see on our own bank statement, if we bought something from a department store or a big box store, it will have a descriptor. You can put something like John on Rent.tools. At least when that showed up on someone's statement, they would have an understanding of what the charge is for. The other option is between $50 and $100 with each state. You can file for a fictitious name that allows you to operate under a different name, mytoolrentals.com, whatever it might be. You're more than welcome to do that. And if you're going to be renting tools regularly, it might be a good idea to use a fictitious name. Support number, if you did use a business number above, which I recommended, put the same number in there. And then finally, where you want to be paid at, routing number, account number, and confirm account number. The last two fields on here are for logging in and security. I'll handle the bottom first. That's just your email and you're setting a password. And then finally, two-step authorization or authentication. It's a security. Since you do have financial data, Stripe requires 2 steps. That means first you're going to log in with an email and a password. After doing that, you can either get a code sent via text message, which is right here, and you input that code on the site, or download Google Authenticator, which is available both on iPhones, Android phones, etc., and you would get a code that way. In either case, one of the two is required. Finally, you will click Authorize this account, which I haven't completed all the details, so I'm not going to do that, and that will redirect you back to Rent.tools, where you will now be linked with Stripe and ready to receive payments. We are finishing beta testing out with some of our beta users and getting out some of the few bugs that we know exist. But for those of you that are interested in renting your tools out, this is a good time to get this set up, as very shortly we will be opening it up to any user to list them on the site. And we will talk more about that in the next video. If you have any questions, you can reach us on Facebook and send us a message, or you may go to the bottom of the homepage as I'm clicking here, and you scroll to the very bottom, you will find a Contact Us page. And we'll be happy to assist with any questions you may have.